At positive ratio 1378. Is this real? You back in PvP? At Kai Tradai. Hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink waving. At Oi Soundstorm 9893. Finally. This is hype. Men begs. Why is your thing doing TDS for every chat? At Pelagons. Yeaos. At Steve Soundstorm. Underscore sisage colon colon underscore sisage colon colon underscore sisage. At Cajun Dio 8C. Face blue smiling, face blue smiling. At positive ratio 1378. If you for real doing PvP. At positive ratio 1378. Steve. At Steve Soundstorm. Yay. At positive ratio 1378. Do the thing, I'll get the next one. At Pelagons. LOL. At Kaitradai. Oh no. At positive ratio 1378. Make it good since he's has TDS on LOL. Men begs. Testing, my sprinkler goes like this and comes back like At Steve Soundstorm. LMMFAO. At Steve Soundstorm. LOLOLOL. At Steve Soundstorm. Hold my beer bags. Men begs. This is horrible. At Steve Soundstorm. Gifted 50 memberships. Level, Cultists. At Hayden Lefevre 8458. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Principianti. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Aubenkrif RX4RI. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At 9. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Parisdarta 7263. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Anatoly Provdorov. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Abraham Vaz Alvarez. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Rafael Matutorisala. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Osamamatini 8450. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Angelenric Hernandez Gerna R9S. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Graciela Saavedra XG9 Yo. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Yadinder Kumar M2N. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Cruz Hater 67. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At DJ_Knuckles. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Caden Martin UJ1ZZ. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Osvaldo Lino 8229. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Ismani Fall 4712. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Lira Alejandro 3916. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Alejandra Flores 5242. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Searchemux. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Uziel Zaire Lopaters. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Z8283. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Rahul Devi Pujak 10. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Lai Tuuz. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Dilip Rajput Z6N. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Positive Ratio 1378. Ahahahahaha. At That Slow Builder. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Niraxiro. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Aaron 3535. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Priyank Shisaha 933. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Hubsinfs. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Hell 2545. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Alilion Seco 5734. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Elian 42. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Manjita B6D. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At El Sakoda Sakos. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Claudiata Jesus Na Simon to 428. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists. At Gojo SMRT. Received a membership gift. Level, Cultists.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Dumpster Fire. That is my channel. I'm your host, DJ Soundstorm, and you missed that whole intro because I forgot to hit the button because I couldn't hear. Literally. Anyway, backstory on this. So I'd mentioned in Discord and mentioned in one of the streams, these guys saw that I was going to try to match the early gifted subs that happened to the channel or gifted memberships. So we could get more of the members moving on there. And then the guys in Discord saw that I turned TTS on, or they noticed that I turned TTS on for the last stream. And when those went out, it completely blocked me from hearing anything besides those memberships going through. I didn't think the TTS was going to come through, completely stopping all the other content that we could have done for that. But good news, it did. They took notes, and dude, you hit me with 50. I don't even know if I'm in a spot to match the last 30. That is so, like, yeah, we're definitely we're definitely gonna work on that. The whole point was to just get more people into the membership so they could see those memberships in there, and I did not realize it was going to be all encompassing like that when we had the TTS on. So the guys that have been around since the Final Fantasy days were paying intimate attention to just how distracting that was going to be. I'm really hoping I'm not going to be in. I will try, Steve. I will. I'm hoping I'm not going to have a bomb like that drop while I'm in raid, because since we're going into PvP side, that's going to get me killed. And I just tried to turn that off mid and it didn't work. So Now we know that's not real, and I have to figure out why Restream's update is doing that to me. But yeah, so what's going on, guys? We were on yesterday. The plan was to get on today and jump back into PvP. We are looking to get into Chord Breach. We're going to pick all of the points that we're going to be putting into our PMC with all of you guys so you guys can see exactly what we're doing. I did get some extracurricular activity in this morning. Got to play with that wedge a little bit, and I am absolutely the banner waver for Tacoma's clubs at this point because I cannot get my driver to go where I want to, but I can for sure get my irons to go everywhere I need to, which is incredible. So we have not started in yet. We were waiting until we got to the stream to make the selections for how we're going to play this out. It looks like Chord Breach has been a lot of fun for everybody. I see a lot of the guys that play this game for a job jumping in and just crushing through everything off the jump after it. And I was curious. I want to see if, since we primarily play PvE, if we can jump back in, not saying we haven't played PvP before, because we have, but I was interested to see if, since I've been in PvE and we've been mainly focusing on the content with the Black Division and boss runs and the other stuff that I think is fairly difficult in general in the game, like not every streamer has a win every time they run in the Black Division or the bosses every single time. So I wanted to see if we could hold our own on the PvP side and see how that worked out. So we're going to find out today if PvEers can jump into PvP and succeed at all, or if I'm just going to get cleaned up every single raid and then you guys just get to watch me get a lot of hideout stuff done, I guess, is what's going to happen. So we are set up now. I'm going to pop the sound back up and see if we are done reading names just yet. Huge thank you to you guys for those gift memberships. Again, for those of you guys over on Team Purple, I apologize that none of that love gets to your side. Our main center of operation is YouTube, but we still appreciate all you guys over there. Subs are available on the YouTube side. And for the rest of you guys seeing my face because that bomb went off, if you could be so kind as to jump in and thank Steve for those gifted memberships. And if you're interested in the Tarkov content that we're putting out, there will be more PvP content going up very shortly. My vacation starts next weekend. Actually starts Friday because today's Sunday. So starts Friday. We will have more PvP videos going up on top of our PvE stuff, getting to Terminal, getting Lightkeeper done, and getting our Savior ending. And I guess finding out if we did or did not get Kappa, because we're down to those last couple of items, and we made that comment yesterday that we were still in search of those. So you guys will have to tune into those videos to see if we could actually pull it off. But yeah, I'm excited to see how we fare in PvP. And if you guys are interested, again, those memberships did go out. Any memberships on the channel are going to skip the time-gated line. We have content that is scheduled all the way through October right now for Tarkov, and all of our members at any level from the bottom to the very top have all of the time restrictions taken off of all of our content. So everything that we put up there, as soon as I get it all tagged and bagged, you guys can watch all of it. You don't have to wait until the release time. You can just see everything ahead of time. If you guys are interested in EDM, be sure to check the SoundCloud. We have new music coming out very soon. We also had an EP that released earlier this year, and we have a lot of new music coming up, and possibly some of it's going to have some artist help or some artist backing, some label backing behind it for me as an artist. So pretty stoked on that, but I've talked enough. Let's get in and make our decisions and see how this is going to go for us. Oh, I don't hear the yelling. Okay. I don't hear the thing yelling. Let's fix the OBS so you guys can hear the Tarkov. Here we go. That music should be decent level and ready to go. So let's get off my face and in to escape from Tarkov, Chord Breach. Alrighty then. Oh, this isn't even hard. There is literally no chance I was going bear anyway, and all of you guys that have seen me play Tarkov before know how much I can't stand Lighthouse, and there's no chance I'm gonna take the low road here and try to make a bear work. That's for Aqua FPS. That's his thing. That's not mine. We're going USEC. All right. Face. check the camera. Blackburn. I think I'm closest to that one right now. I did shave like yesterday, but we're gonna go that route. Voice.
You better worry about bears.
Who's the one that does the when he gets shot? I don't want to pick that one. Bags, which one is that? There's one voice line. I'm fine with all of them, but there's one voice line that every time he gets shot or he's hurt, he does like, I don't know. It doesn't even sound like
Men Bags. I always choose the Asian dude and Chris voice.
Scavs
Men
here.
Bags. Chris is the whiny one IIRC.
Okay. Not that one.
Never mind. Damn. I'm so tired of this walking.
There we go. That's a grizzly voice. It's not gonna when he gets shot. I'm fine with that. I feel like Bags does that on purpose. All right. Player nickname. PVE All-Star. Let's go. We are not going to use our streamer name for this time because I really don't want to have those conversations if for some reason I still know what I'm doing on the PvP side. All right, core breach. Rules that apply to all players without exception. They cannot be selected or changed. No insurance. Hot. Handyman. Item crafting time is reduced by 50%. Also hot. Crafting skill starts at level 50. What? Is this real? Holy cow. Seasoned PMCs. Your character gains 25% more experience on top of my unheard bonus. Nikita. Armor shortage. Traders across Tarkov are experiencing an armor shortage. Oh, we scavenge. We scavenge. Black Division. Black Division operatives can be encountered on specific locations. Okay. No FIR for hideout is insanity. So my whole goal for this is going to be to try to set this up how it was the last time that me and Bags were playing PvP, or the last time I played PvP. And that starts with one very important detail. We're starting on the left without question. No flea market. Every single thing. We did an event like this in Tarkov before. We did the event where the flea market was off, and I am telling you guys, I have never had more fun in this game ever than when he turned off the flea market, and everything else in the game was more meaningful every time. And the fact that it's not found in raid for the hideout items makes that even more gargantuan, because it just means everything we pull out of a raid is going to be huge, just massively huge. So that is awesome. So let's start on the left and just go through the negatives that I don't think are going to be too bad. I'm not doing the bleed stuff. I'm not doing any of that crap, because I saw some of the guys playing that earlier, and like they literally walked down steps and got a bleed, and then when they were done healing it started bleeding again. Like it was awful. We're not doing that. I'm not making it annoying. I can make it more difficult. Those are two very different things. All right, bleeding chance 25, no. Limb fracture chance increased by 25, absolutely not. Falling from heights, I jump off of stuff all the time. If Skyrim Fall's not going to help me, nope. Well, that hurt. All medkit uses consume 25% more resources. I think I can mess with that one. I think because we're going to get shot, right? But we're not taking more damage. It's just that the medkit takes, so we still have to finish the fight. And we just have to use more heals. At a certain point in time, you are just swimming in healing. In the beginning, it kind of goes a little bit slow and you feel like you're behind on it, but eventually after you get the med bay 2, eventually you can get to the point where you feel like you're kind of swimming in the stuff. So that part doesn't bother me. Incompetent. Ooh. All character skills are leveled 25% slower. Yeah, but we get a 25% increase. So this one's kind of huge because this just offsets the seasoned PMC's buff. But the quick run here is that we have the unheard bonus. We have the seasoned PMC bonus. So we've already got a pretty decent bonus in there for what we're doing. Incompetent is only going to affect people that maybe don't have those extra bonuses on a big level. But I don't know that I like the all character skills can only be increased to level 30. Second thought process on that, however, is that these are seasonal, right? So this is only going for what, 100, however many days that they're planning on this to keep the season running before they flip that back over. So I'm curious how many people are even going to get up into or past level 30 for some of the skills. Like this one pretty much, because of the bonuses that we're getting, sets you at standard, except for bolt action rifles. And then it's if you're even going to get to level 30 in the amount of time that the season is up. Bags, do you know how long the season is planned to run for? Like, because I feel like taking this 10%, considering it's that this is just wiping out the season PMC, and then I'm still getting the unheard bonus anyway. I still gain here. Like this doesn't massively destroy me in any meaningful way, with the exception of
Menbegs. First or second week of December.
So if we're crushing this on stream, man, I don't know. That plus 10 for that side, that does. Hold on. Let's do a committee of the brains here. I think Bags is in Discord. Let's talk this one over. So I want to go through this part, like with you kind of putting the other side of this in for some of these, because I'm not doing a full Pastille run. But the reality for that is, if that's only running to December, what are the chances from now until then with the amount of stuff? Because we still have the PvP content, or the PvE content that we're doing to get to Terminal. We still have... We're not going to be able to fully commit just to PvP. So the reality is like, how long is it going to take to get to level 30 for some of that stuff? I don't want to cap endurance, especially for PvP. But like, the increase in experience is negated by unheard and the season PMC buff.
So I think if you were just like, if you were always light, and like, let's just look at endurance, because obviously endurance is split between endurance and strength. I would say PvP, you're not exactly min-maxing like every single starter raid. Oh, I need to make sure that my endurance is leveling up. I would say you're looking at like 250 to 300 raids to hit level 30 in one of those skills, but it's split between strength as well, especially if you've been looting. So I'd say you'd start encountering the, oh shit, I'm capped at level 30 endurance, probably like 350 raids into your PvP experience. And that's a decent chunk of raids. That would be like, you'd be averaging like 3 raids a day in PvP. All the way until the end of the season.
Yeah. Okay. So that hurts.
25% slower. 25% slower. That would actually push it to like 400 raids for 30 strength and endurance.
So let's put a pin in that one, because we might not. We're already at a. We can add 12 of the positive, but I just feel like the all med kits and the two that I was looking at over the shoulder of all the rest of the guys that were playing it, the med kits using 25% more, I thought was a no-brainer, because we end up with so many freaking ways to heal after a certain point. Like, you feel like you can't in the early stages, but that and not having the flea just sounded way too good to be true, because we've done events for that that made the game more fun. So incompetent, put a pin in that one and come back to it. So hydration consumed 15% faster. I worry about that one just because we end up having to park a lot in PvP.
Well, also like early on, no flea, can't buy food.
Right. Energy. So let's get off of those two. Those are one of the things that I would count in as like an inconvenience, in my opinion, because hey, everyone on the map is going to be able to hear you drinking or eating, first off, because again, we are PvPing. So it's not like we hear the PMCs around the corner and they're going to leave us alone while we eat and repack. Personality vacuum. Charisma skill cannot be increased. All trader items cost 20% more. That seems like an inconvenience thing too. And charisma is attached to one of the quests.
Well, no, not in this season. So the charisma brings success. They made sure that that's not going to get affected during the season. so you can take that, but 20% more trader cost on top of not having fully only only getting 2 points to spend on good stuff seems kind of crap.
Yeah. Dr. Jekyll.
Don't take Dr. Jekyll. Don't.
After gaining the flesh wound status, it cannot be absolutely. That sounds. I think I saw Aqua actually dealing with that. No, that's not happening. Allergic. Become allergic to 3 random items from the provisions or medication category. Duh.
I think that I like that one just because it's funny.
Okay. For the sake of the hilariousness, we can definitely take that. Broken secure container? Absolutely not. It's at non-FIR hideout? That's a no. That's not happening. Third leg, movement speed decreased by 1, but buying items at therapist is 5% cheaper. So here's my thought process on that. So movement speed has a restrictor cap at 1% for everything that we're doing. However, we are leveling all of our skills 25% faster with the bonuses from Unheard and with Seasoned PMC.
Well, and also if you're taking the thing where your medkits use 25% more resources, you might see a pretty decent return in the long run being able to spend less at therapist.
Put a pin in that one. Unlucky. Your bad luck can sometimes have dire consequences. I don't like that at all. I just don't like how that sounds. Like what is the luck? Am I gonna not find the gas analyzer for 10 more raids than I usually do? Like I don't like how this sounds. This sounds like it could make something that's annoying even worse.
All right, let's see. For anyone wondering, the perks lucky and unlucky affect all chance-based effects, weapon jams, malfunctions, fractures, bleeds, etc. Whenever one of these effects would occur, its chance is re-rolled. So,
dude, oh, I'm already seasoned at PVE, and what they're saying on that one is that the things that we already get Tarkov'd, it just makes getting Tarkov'd more get Tarkov. Okay.
yeah, so like, you know, some shotgun scab's gonna hit you if you take that. Shotgun scab's gonna hit you, you're gonna low roll fucking blowing both your legs out, breaking them, and getting 2 heavy bleeds from like 1 pellet hitting your knee or something. I don't know.
Oh my god. Yeah, but like the problem with what Bags just outlined is I feel like that is a real thing that will happen. Okay. So let's put a pin in the left side because we already have 15 points with the stuff that we've assigned for this. And let's take a look at the right for the positives that we can tack on here to get to 15. Marathon runner, arm and leg stamina consumed 20% slower. Yes. Bushborn, walking in vegetation generates 75% less noise. That is legit, especially since we know we're gonna have to spend so much time on shoreline, but I'm not sure that it's worth. Juice.
For 5?
Not for 5. That seems really expensive for that. Juice time, on the other hand, consuming juice drink grants the painkiller effect for 60 seconds. That seems busted.
Oh, and if you have apple juice, apparently you can just do the thing where you drink like 1 out of 40.
Oh my god. Yes on that one. Street tax. Once a week, some scavs pay you protection money. Like, again, reminder, like, scavs are still a thing in this mode. So we are going to be scavving because I want to. The scav gameplay in PvP is hilarious. So I do want to do that. I don't know that we're going to need the extra money. It says the guy who's always perpetually broken PvE because his brain tells him it's PvE, but still. Tarkov shooter, bolt action rifle, skill leveling, sped up increased by, yes. That, why is it even a question? Oh my god. All provisions consume 50% less resource. Bleeding chance decreased by 25%. That offsets the skills going up by 25% extra, which is the base for that. So, hydration is consumed 20% slower. Energy is consumed slower. Sturdy bones, limb fracture chances decreased by 25 falling from heights. Kappa protocol. That one's cool, but again, I'm unheard.
Capper protocol is dog shit. Look, if you look at how much negative it puts you in.
Oh god. Prodigy skill experience can huge. Very huge. That's huge. And then luck. Lucky. Yes, absolutely. I want to be lucky. Okay, we have 2 points left. Just drop the bleeding chance, I guess, to even it up.
Did you take any more that like increase stamina or like run drain or anything?
Yeah, I've already got marathon runner.
There should be youth. Should be something named
Oh, okay.
youth, maybe.
Yeah, well, youth is 5. Okay, so the ones at the bottom. That's so dumb. Running speed is increased by 5%. Strength and endurance skills start at level 15. Youth is for 5, so we would have to take a 3 to get that one. Unless we drop juice time? We would still have to drop another one. Bro, strength and endurance starting at level 15 just seems large.
Yeah.
I feel like I take
there's actually a pretty decent discussion on that with like the streamers. So I think the main reasoning that people landed on for that is you want Hercules if you're not gonna no life the game. But if you're gonna no life the game, then like you're gonna kind of like you're gonna hit 15 strength and endurance in like 5 days.
Right. Okay. So here's the trade-off. I feel like since we have the increased stamina and such on that side, and if we get to level 15 with youth, then I think third leg's in play just to benefit from the 5% cheaper items from Therapist and the movement speed decrease by 1%. Because we're counterbalancing that by getting up to level 15 for strength and endurance, so we're starting off faster as is.
Well, and Marathon Runner and Youth will just let you just zip around the map.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm happy with this. 5 positives, 4 negatives, no flee, back to the same feels that we had the last time we did that. Super stoked on that. Let's roll it. Oh, it's making us do this again? Come on.
Yeah, every time.
All right, let's see if I remember where the claymores are.
The Norvinsk region has forever changed.
You guys have all seen this twice already on my channel. All right, let's see if I remember where all this stuff is. Did they finally fix it where you can't take anything out of the raid from this and you just get a stock kit when you come out, or does what you grab in here count?
You just get stock. You just get stock. You don't have to do a full burn through to make sure you're min-maxing.
Oh, we have it already.
To all USEC units. Blast killed our electronics. No comm with HQ. We have lost control of the facility. Evacuate through Exfil 3 towards the port. Exfil 3. Expect enemy contact. Proceed with caution. Any non-USEC individuals are to be considered hostile. Defend yourselves. Use sound judgment.
Need MDR you got there, bud? What is this flagging on? That. All right.
Ooh. Got distracted looking at your stream. I have 3 minutes to get off Lightkeeper Island and out of the rain.
Oops.
That's J6 Mule Propitol. Meow.
He literally just dome pieced me in the brain. Okay.
You can't die in the tutorial.
Still not walking around with that bleed. From my brain. Okay, so if it's stock loadouts that we are going to get just as we come out, we'll heal up really quick just for the experience part, because that's going to be kind of important. Then we'll speed wheel through those other guys. I remember where these guys are at, so we'll just speed wheel. We're going to consolidate our ammunition as well, though. Because I am positive that not all of this is going to be full. Make me a liar. Okay, I was right. Okay. Get the search XP. We're at this level now. Yeah, with the movement speed at 0, I'm not saying that it feels like my level 48, but it is close. Like the way that that feels.
Hell yeah.
Like, I don't... My acceleration and the movement... Now, obviously, I have an extremely light kit. But... the way that my dude's moving... doesn't feel that far. Ooh, brother! Start me with some of that. Search! Oh, yes. Alright, let's get it. PMC has baby skin. Oh, are we serious? I didn't even get that close to it. Dude, me and Claymores. Long story, that video's on its way, I promise. I guess it's fine. Healing experience first. Whatever. No big deal. Okay, there was the last guy. Oh, yes, sir. Alright, that should give us a little higher caliber to fire at these guys. Except for that one's empty. Not helping. That has 10 bullets. That one's got 30. Gonna load the 3.0. He's got 15 installed there. Does he have the rails for that? Does for the laser? Perfect. Okay, game. No. There's the blue fire note. I think it's supposed to be yelling back there. Oh, he's talking about. Okay, sorry. Story mode. I remember. Heard both of you. Search experience. Oh my god. Forgot where those guys were. All right.
At Alexis 0_092. Thank you for the 30-day pass gift wrapped gift folded hands.
Hey, no problem, Alexis. Thank you so much for stopping by and thanking us for that. Appreciate that. We had a big pop off of that right at the start of the stream. And yeah, if any of the rest of you guys happen to hover in and just to see what was going on after you got that the gifted membership to the channel, by all means, stop in, say hi, let us know who you are, and let us know what type of content you guys are watching on the channel. So remember, the memberships on YouTube do not let us assign those to anyone. It is based on people that are actually watching the channel. So for one reason or another, you guys were in the list that YouTube thought would appreciate one of those when those guys gifted the sub. So hey, I can say personally, thank you so much for watching.
At Alexis 0_092. You're so welcome. Folded hands, hugging face, red heart.
Absolutely. But like, it doesn't do that at random. That is telling me specifically that those of you guys that got those memberships do watch the content. So thank you more importantly. Levels. All right, out of the tutorial, back into the fire. Okay then. We start with a Leti and a GPU? What is this?
There's a LEDX hard spawn and a GPU hard spawn in the tutorial. So back when you didn't get like the default loadout from the tutorial, the people did it and didn't find the GPU or the LEDX and started screeching.
I'm all of a sudden tracking. All right, easily rocked in. Contact twos. Leave that one in. Drop those two off. First loadout. We're gonna get the quest first, but I want to kind of put together at least a first loadout in terms of what we've got. Man, we start with so much stuff now. Lead off shots. Probably the MDR. Just loud MDR right off the jump. And actually, don't do that. Trying to think of how we have this set up right now too, guys, because we know exactly what we're going to be using a lot of our safe container specifically for getting items out for the hideout. I feel like that is a real thing, so we have to keep that very much in mind. Splint. So okay, we don't need two of those. It can be realistic here. Extra AFAC, main healing. No hemostat.
At Alexis 0_092. _praise. At Alexis 0_092. _sausage : _sausage : _sausage.
Why is it literally always the emotes that you usually use in the Discord that everybody ends up using anytime they're available? If it's not your face, it's the sausage.
It's a good emote, man.
It's just good. What do you mean? It's just good. Painkillers for sure. Breaks. There's some healing adjustments. The splint's gonna be covered on that. The bleeds. Heavy. Okay.
At Alexis 0_092. Haha, grinning face with smiling eyes.
Well, now that we know that we can, and for those of you guys that didn't know, because I didn't know this either, after we hit our partner with YouTube on that side, all of a sudden we could start moving all of the emotes over from our Twitch to our YouTube. So now we can actually start like packing all that stuff back and making it feel more like the guys on Twitch are used to. So that feels pretty cool. I have a lot of emotes still to add, so give me time on that, but eventually we will have just as many on this side as we do on the other side. Okay, tasks right off the get-go. Do we just not have any quests right off the jump? How's this work? Tour. Talk to Ragman, oh, we actually have to go in and talk to them. I forgot about that being a thing now. Okay, so talk to Ragman, talk to therapist. Visit. Man, you really can't just jump into raid no more, huh?
Yeah, it's fairly quick. But you can't just be like, all right, level 1, go in streets.
Yeah, I noticed.
Я знаю людей, которые могли бы показать вам безопасные маршруты в городских кварталах. Но вы должны понимать, что на удержание этих проходов уходит немало ресурсов. Мы пользуемся этими маршрутами для вывода гражданских, поэтому не экономим на безопасности. Я рада, что вам оказалась не безразлична судьба мирных жителей.
I love how therapist is supposed to be the wholesome one and you have to literally start the game off by bribing her.
Вы сделали правильный выбор.
Therapist is not supposed to be the wholesome one. That's a...
Постараюсь подключить вас к новым заданиям.
That is a false face.
Yes. Yes. Also, yes. No, absolutely not. Just throw. I have meds I can give the therapist. Oh, it wants to give you the LEDX. How about no? How about we not do that, therapist? That sounds like a wonderful idea. Okay. Gotta go.
Вас проводят, не переживайте.
First couple of data points from her. Let's visit Ragman.
Будь как дома, не стесняйся.
I love how Ragman has literally, well, I guess he does have more ammo than he has weapons, but he is sitting right next to the weapon.
Обижаешь, Ахпер. У барахольщика ты все найдешь, что нужно. Хочешь броники, хочешь реально модный шмот, тебе подберем. Но ты же не просто так зашел, а?
Need to get support.
Эвакуироваться собрался, да? Много кто там выйти пытался. Но зашел ты правильно. Я тебя и с нужными людьми сведу, и дорогу покажу. Сделай только кое-что для меня сначала.
Perfect.
В лесочке рядом с Ультрой какой-то кипиш.
Commotion in the forest near Ultra Mall, maybe even some vehicles involved. I want to place checked out. My crew's tied up
Свои
with
все у
other
меня уже
gigs.
заняты работой, так что ты вовремя объявился. Ага, осмотри все вокруг Ультры на развязке. Особенно если технику услышишь или найдешь. Потом мне все расскажешь. Жду в другой раз тогда.
Okay, perfect. So let's take a look real quick at what we have available. He should have given us a task for that. Fuel crisis is first. That's 2 markers. Locate any fuel tank near power. Oh, so they did rearrange some of these. Oh, that's wonderful. Just run around the entire outside of interchange. Okay, now I do want to point out, giving me an interchange quest first, huge. We're not complaining. Like, large, not unhappy about that. Large throw. Okay, so unlike normally, because this is not how we had to do this last time. Survive an extract from interchange or visit the interchange 3 times. So we have to visit interchange 3. Oh my god, he literally did this for me. literally not, but Interchange is my favorite map, so that makes this a lot more fun for me to be able to start here. So Pathfinder, visit Railway, Emercom, and Power Station, and then probably also get out of there. Make Ultra great again is now only killing 10 targets at Interchange. And then Fuel Crisis, locate and mark any fuel tank near the power station with an M2000. There's the one by Tegilla's door and the one at Power Station, I think, are the two for those locations. So we definitely understand what we have to get done here. First in line is locate Emercom Station on ground zero. Operation Aquarius, locate the water stockpile and customs. That's on second story, I believe. And then food and drink items to turn in. And then supply plans is locate and obtain the already? Oh, okay. No, I see what they're doing. So check out locations that you're going to be spending a lot of time on or near right off the get-go, kind of a getting to know you thing. This sends us to Woods, Interchange, and Ground Zero right off the jump. So if they're going to give me the option, we're going to Interchange first.
Well, I think you have to unlock the maps by doing tour for as well.
No, Interchange is open.
Well, Interchange is the first step on tour.
Oh, sick. Okay, this makes sense. There is no insurance, there is no flea, so every one of these just feels more important, so let's get after it. PVE All-Star checking in for the season. Now, we don't actually have to directly engage any of the other stuff that's going on inside of the mall. We're mainly moving around the outside. I loosely remember where some of the spawn locations are for PMCs around the outside of Interchange. But it's been a minute because the spawns are not the same for the AI PMCs as they are for the regular PMCs. They're close, but they're not dead on. So a lot of this is going to be us just visiting those extracts. And if this is anything like the last time we played, I'm just going to go out on a limb and assume that both Emercom and Rail are going to have people camping the hell out of them to try to get those easy kills early. Wow, okay, I was definitely waiting for that to be like a, let's wait 10 minutes to get into the raid, and that's not how this is happening, which makes me very happy. Oh man, that's a prompt I haven't seen for a minute, and it just made my whole brain just went, oh yeah. We're in that mode now, waiting for other players. All right, where are we? We know we've got meds to turn in for therapist. Shots fired. That's at power. We should have definitely rotated over towards Emercom first. But that's okay. I wanted the chance at that second possible Ledex spawn in the camp. Time out. The fuel is the tankers, right? Do you remember?
No. What is it, a fuel matter?
Yeah. Because I don't remember. I remember having to tag the fuel tankers, but this one says the fuel tankers.
The wiki for the quest of fuel matter is on reserve.
Fuel crisis.
Fuel crisis. Find and mark 2 tankers. So you can do the one power, you can do the one in between power and Emercom, you can do the one out at that new camp that you can green flare out of, and then there's another one
Up on
south.
The interstate, yeah. All right, one down. Guy running down the ramp. Two down. I think there was only two. That gentleman died very unhappy. GG's, boys. Large SP rounds on that one. Good news. Little boy MDR still feels kind of nice. I don't hear feet. These guys were also brand new. Welcome to Tarkov. Neat dog tag. Okay, car extract was one of them, correct? Let's double check and see where the Pathfinder power station vehicle extract.
You know they moved it back a bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the snipers have locked on. Also, so this quest only gets completed if the car's up. Noted. Oh, no, it's right here. Oh, so the marker is where the car used to be. The actual car is back. Okay, okay, I'm tracking. And now we know. Ooh, those guys hit power already. Okay, so assuming that they knew what they were doing. Yeah, probably don't have all the loot in the world back here. So we're going to sneak over and mark the other fuel container. Hello? Okay, so it ain't this one. Word?
That's weird.
Northern
Thing on
Territory.
Wikipedia.
Northern Territory. It's asking for the... I think it's asking for the one out by the camp.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, yeah.
So, okay. Change of plans. We got that one down. We got the car extract. We're going to rotate out towards Emercom.
The camp with the tanker is on the railway side of the map.
Yes. But I also have to... Railway is my exfil, and I still have to touch Emercom.
Ooh, yeah, that would make sense. All right.
Yeah. Here's shots in Mall finally. Okay, gotta regain some stamina really quick. I would not recommend, for those of you guys that are interested in jumping into PvP, like as your first time jumping in, if you guys have watched my content and you've been watching the PvE side, don't sprint everywhere. Thank me later. If you hear something, crawl. This is kind of where I assumed it was going to get kind of campy. Did I just miss that battle on a scav? I definitely think that just happened. Hearing sniper shots on the left. Fairly sure I got that dude. All right. Okay. Big repack energy. Make our way up this line, up to the side. That was a scav, so that was a player scav more than likely. I'm shocked that nade didn't get him, to be honest. Outside of doing this quest, the reasons to be back this direction aren't super huge. No, use band-aids, brother. We're not in PVE. All right, is this... Oh, yep. Where? I'm curious which fuel it is.
It should be the big tanker.
Just down the road, right?
There's not one down the road. You have to go out to that camp on your little, like across the road.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Airdrops are still active? That's dangerous. There's our extract at railway. Safe room's on, which is hilarious. People are already using that. Or, no, I'm sorry, no, that just pops up as soon as power comes on. We just got to make it out to the train, try to keep some foliage in between us and the side where they'd be coming down the road on the opposite end. I'm sure old habits die hard, so everybody probably funnels in from that side along that wall. Dinner bell started, top right-hand corner. Railway Xville engaged. And we're out. All right. Rest in peace to those gentlemen in that player scav. Also, I managed to get out with a sledgehammer first raid of the campaign.
I saw you when you picked that up. I was like, all right, that's yeah, he's making a choice.
He is definitely just made the call there. Shura TikToker, Young Timothy, Ashego, GG's. Those guys also, obviously this being either their first raid or close to it. Big XP first raid. We are going to need to get our med experience up for the healing, and since it takes 25% more, we are going to not let therapist heal us. We're going to heal in our stash to get the extra healing experience. Make it a choice. No. Use. Heal all. Okay. We are going to need much more than that. All right. Matches. Splints, VHS, we brought those in. Band-Aid, car. 2 of those. Random odds and ends. Already starting off with the Chachunka. Sledgehammer. Good run. Water me, please. Thank you. All right, into our traders so we can turn some of the stuff in. That's going to give us the... Yes. We needed 3 of those. Gonna go Band-Aid, H2O, keep the car. Now we just have to locate Emercom on that side. Over to Ragman, fuel crisis is done. Pathfinder complete. All right, dress to kill. Big loss. Gratitude. Wow, gratitude's this early? Oh my god. Oh, come on. I just got 2. All right. And there's the fuel stashes. Okay, I kind of enjoy some of the reorganization that they did with this. So a lot of these quests that I'm used to are in much different earlier sections now. So there's that.
Yeah, I think there's not a whole lot of like this quest leads into this quest leads into this quest. Like a lot of them have been split up into the trader loyalty level that you have.
Okay.
So you can see how they're all under loyalty level 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So like when you get loyalty level 2, you'll get a huge block of other quests that open up for you and things like that.
Okay, so we really just want to like pick a quest and dive into it. This completely throws our punches and bunches methodology out the window.
Not necessarily. It's still worth the stack quest when you can. But...
That part, totally agree there. So the only quest that we have... Oh, there's fence. So, okay, fence is a thing now. That means that we are going to have to go to ground zero. That is one of the places we'll have to go to get first in line done, because we've got the meds. We just have to go locate the Emercom station and then extract on ground zero. Not a huge issue there, but look at all the interchange quests. Make Ultra great. We've already got 3 kills there. Dress to Kill, Cowboy Hat, and Ushanka's big loss is locate and obtain the Ali cargo route documents. That's the one that's in Idea office, isn't it? The cargo route's in the Idea office up front, I think.
The Ali
cargo route, not the manifest, but the cargo route.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Logistics department usually handles this kind of thing, and that would be, I'm pretty sure that's Idea's front office. Unless, but it does say the office is probably locked up. It's either that or the one that's right off of Ultra. Like, not Ultra, I'm sorry. The actual, like, warehouse side. Not Goshen.
No, that is in the Ollie Logistics Department.
Okay, so that one is backside of Ollie.
Yeah, that's the keyed room.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yep, that tracks. Locate the fuel stashes on Woods. So wait, what do we have open?
Well, you survived an extract from interchange, so I imagine you have to yap at somebody.
Maybe. I wonder how much of this they changed.
Ну и ну, какие люди. Чё, совсем ничего нету, да?
Oh, tour. I keep forgetting tour is actually part of the introduction. Okay.
Значит, и переживать нечего. Да помню я все, Акпер. Дальше иди на таможню. Это промка такая у завода. Там всем барыга местный заправляет по кличке Лыжник. К нему тоже зайди обязательно. Только на таможне его не ищи. Он, наверное, опять на свою базу на севере.
That'll be Shoreline.
Там с ним и поговоришь. От него всякого можно ожидать. Он ведь тоже из говна поднялся. Через многое прошел. Но за тебя я ему поясню, так что поговорить к себе пустит. А дальше уже все от тебя зависит, брат. Ты это, если с эвакуацией не выгорит, захаживай к барахольщику. Для таких, как ты, у меня всегда работа найдется.
Always have work for guys like you. All right, perfect. Gotta go.
Жду в другой раз тогда.
Let's see if that opened up skier for us. It did.
Ты чё там трёшься? Да не ссы. Мне за тебя все рассказали. В порт собираешься? План говно, конечно.
Plan's bollocks, but you do you.
А ты больно глазастый, да? На мою территорию не смотри даже. Все выходы с северного порта в самом начале захерачили. Так что по воде ты отсюда никуда не выйдешь. Да мало ли что стоит. Считай, это их последняя стоянка, ну или как это у моряков называется. Только южный терминал в рабочем состоянии остался. Но там эти вояки засели. Всех тогда с теплого места согнали, падлы. Таможка — это ж по сути промка Полихима номер 16. Так что мимо завода ты никак не пройдешь. Но там все заминировано, и подходы знать надо.
And I suppose you won't just share them for free,
А ты что
correct?
думал, в сказку попал? Если халтурку сделаешь одну, я тебе не только подходы покажу, еще и со спецом одним свяжу. Если б не его загоны философские, был бы идеальным партнером в натуре. Недавно одни пацанчики совсем склад мой попытались штурмануть. По земле они больше не ходят, но склад ремонтировать надо. Ну, типа того. Только руками работать не придется. Собери мне стройматериал.
Building supplies.
Там сейчас все пригодится. Так что ты все и тащи. Так ты и поищи в промке.
Таможня кормит ее. Чаще всего такие материалы можно найти в ящиках с инструментами. Ну или в деревянных таких, здоровых. Если рядом со стройкой пошаришься, точно что-то найдешь.
Perfect. That should have opened up. Yes. Burning rubber. Okay, so it is. So we are able to pack some quests into. Because Ground Zero is going to have a bunch of them if we line this up right. So we'll have to get Emercom, we'll have to get Burning Rubber. That quest is an absolute mauler. It's going to have grenades thrown at me the entire time we're over there. But let's take a look really, really fast at this view of the task for story. So tour is the most important, I think, right off the jump. We can stock the rest of the stuff up. If we just get tour done, it's going to open the rest of the maps, and then we can start focusing from there. So focusing in on tour is still going to be huge in terms of getting the other stuff opened up. Visit customs. Find any item in raid from building materials category. We've got 3 of 5 of those already. Survive an extract on customs or visit customs 3 times. Hand over. Oh, look at him being. Look at Nikita being a little softer with this one. So he knows that you might not get the extract that you're looking for. So if you can't extract because you're getting juggled around or you get lost, because if it's a new player system, you just have to visit customs 3 times. Okay. And then hand over the building supplies. So we need 5 of the building supplies. He's going to send us the money. We're also going to jump into our hideout because we do have some items that can get some of those things started. Always good to get that rolling. I cannot wait to put Monka in PvP, by the way.
Might be a bit of a play style shock for him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Knowing, like, getting you, the man hit max surgery pretty fast on PvE.
Yeah, he's not going to get to heal some of the stuff that happens in this raid. All right, so Cultist Circle is just open? Wow.
Comes with unheard.
Yeah, okay. All right, just a quick run through for the stuff that we know that we have to grab to get this stuff unlocked. Again, none of this stuff is and needs to be found in raids. So as soon as we find it, right into the safe container, right? Every single time. We didn't do a whole lot of looting that time because that area that I'm at is usually like, just like you guys saw, we did get kills back there. So we're going to run into a lot of people in those locations. We are looking for toilet paper. Yeah, just a sledgehammer. And all soap, toothpaste, and the TP workbench is going to need bolts, nuts. I actually knew that. Illumination needs the cricket. I thought he said he changed some of this stuff too. Water collector is hoses. I did pick up some silicone hoses, so that's going to be huge in the lead up moving forward. Med station. Okay, we're far away from those. Rest space is going to need duct tape. Going to need to hit some filing cabinets, that's for sure. Heating. We got one of the matches, which is huge. And then security just needs a measuring tape. So, building material stuff. We're probably going to have to double up each of those items because those building materials are things that we can give Skier to progress this part of the quest too. And our whole goal is to try to get all the maps opened up. That is literally phase 1. So that's what we need to try and get taken care of. We have some of the stuff that we need for that, but not all. We're going to repack that Propital because that was super, super shady, bro. Water. We don't need that second Band-Aid. We'll need the prop. We'll need the rest of this stuff here. And then we'll pack a food as well. Being that it's early, I do want to make completely sure that we are not losing those items in the raid early on. Because again, I'm under absolutely no misgivings that this is going to be much more difficult than the PvE side. I know that we have to be very careful with what we are losing, even though we start off with a ridiculous amount of everything, just to point that out. But did start, like Bag said, we did start with the sledgehammer, so that's a thing. Get a little bit.
Yeah, I think that the next annoyance that you're gonna have to like haul out of raid is what tank battery. And that's not for a while, so
yeah. Yeah. Do a little bit of some swordykins like this. And again, I know some of you guys are probably like, oh man, he's just going to play Tetris. So if I don't start this early, it's going to become a problem really fast. So believe me here, this is the best option. We can't repair that yet, right? We also don't need to. That's a 97. We're good. Drop off the AK. All right. First and foremost, just for the places. Oh my god, I can scav streets? Yo! All right. So, first scav of the campaign. That's where I'm going. Give me just 1 second. Gonna use the bathroom. Alrighty. What did my scav come into this raid with? An SJ6, brother. Okay. Shotgun scav with an SJ6. That bandage. Also something that we need based on that highlight there. So again, going in on the scavs for this, right? If I see a scav on my PMC, I'm instantly trying to lock that thing and kill it. Because I don't know if it's a player scav or not, and player scavs are, again, players. So they are going to try, especially since it's early in the wipe and early in the quote-unquote season. Since it's early for that they are going to be extremely aggressive. Also, there's a flock of brand new people playing the game, so being under the understanding that even if you are a scav and they're a scav, that they aren't going to kill you, probably not the reality. We know where everything is on streets because we've been playing on the PVE side, and it's always us getting to the locations that we need to, getting the stuff that we need and getting out of there. The reality for this is that every other player who plays this game probably has a lot of those locations and where they need to go for those items on lock. So we just need to be very aware of some of the high movement areas, avoid them on the early scavs if possible, or don't avoid them, wade right into the PMC high traffic areas, get some PMC kills early to boost that fence rep, take their stuff, and then turn the game around. All depends on where we land on the scav and what our extracts are to work our way that way, but just meticulously take your time. Same strategy that we had when we're trying to get all the stuff that we need for Kappa on the PvE side. Every container is going to be worth checking, especially right off the jump. So don't just run past all those duffel bags, because if you guys have learned anything from my channel, it's that duffel bags have everything that you need. Period. Full stop. They just have everything. And again, not having FIR, I started a Beluga. Not having FIR for hideout stuff means that your scav becomes extremely important if you're going to scav. Because everything that you find could potentially end up being that thing that helps you get the upgrades done in your hideout. 21 minutes. Okay. Good, good, good. So he did fix
21
that.
minutes, that's a late spawn.
Yep. Which means we're not doing that scav spawn right at the start. That was more my PvP side brain having a sigh of relief, if I'm being honest. Antique book. Locked key. All right, get out. Entrance to catacombs, vent shaft, sewer manhole, and pinewood basement. So sewer manhole, vent shaft. I want to check that, but I'm not going to do that. I hear the birder. An ump mag, piranha shells, those will come in super handy later. Also, like, it's nice to have piranha shells. DVD player. Heard some rat-a-tat-tat in the distance. Don't have headphones on, so they may be a lot closer than we think. That's another player scav. For sure, another player scav. Okay.
Astonished Matt Lewis 99 TDS. AI viewers stream book. Com.
I'm good without any AI viewership there, brother. Appreciate it, though. Toothpaste! Med tools definitely large for later. That door being shut in the back makes me very... Is that door shut? Oh my god. What are the chances? This feeling, and you guys just saw me react to that, right? This actual feeling of like everything being good because you have nothing is the reason why I still play Tarkov. Just in case anybody was curious. I just saw that MMAC and it was like the greatest thing ever for a second when I realized that I got the MMAC. The starting with nothing and rebuilding vibe for Tarkov is the way that they got this game right. Ooh, M parts. Yes. Yeah. Did nobody loot back here? That dude was running from here. Come back and check the stuff. What are you doing? Oh, maybe he did. Doors aren't open, though. I'm gonna walk in.
You like to shut doors behind you.
Yeah, I just thought about that. I'm like, he said tentatively as he opened the door and got shot in the face. There's that duct tape. Gonna need those nippers too at some point in time. Oh, they're noodles now.
For what?
I just got the Amelia Rise.
Yeah.
And my brain was like, yay! Oh, come! Why it followed me? Okay, our goal is not to shoot things. So start there. I'm keeping those piranha because I'm stubborn. DVD, probably not. Fuse out.
DVD is rest space 2.
It's 2? Yeah. See, I didn't think it was right now, though, is what my brain was telling me. Get rid of that cat. Blue duct tape, I know that we're going to need. The med tools we won't need till later for sure. I don't want to miss the opportunity to have a manual. Wait, it doesn't even matter because they're not found in raid. My brain is doing bad things. We need a relay. We won't need the manual until later on. For sure, for sure. Duffel bag. Nope. Yes. Game, if you spawn a costume over here, I swear. Okay. I know I'm gonna need a pox ram before I need those nippers. We don't actually need the UV lamp for anything, do we?
I think it's a part.
Book goes bye-bye. Did I mention I have a serious love for filing cabinets? The cigarettes are waiting on. I know bad habits coming, but it's not coming right now. We need other things more than we need the cigarettes. I need one of those.
Yeah, UV lamp is only for barters, and for some reason it's also part of crafting Workbench 3 for APSX.
Okay. That's 2 chlorines. Don't actually need the master set yet either. I would have just pooped myself if it was hanging there. Like, just insta-bricked my pants.
That'll happen.
Okay. Quick recap on how we get out of here. Vent shaft is down that street. Sewer manhole is back towards the opposite side of the map.
Crash site.
Yeah. And then entrance to cat is... Oh, entrance to cat.
Oh, that's pretty close. That's that's Sewer River, basically.
Not gonna lie to you guys, I wouldn't normally do this, but we gonna run. And where we're gonna run is a high traffic area because of census. And I would like to get out with this car battery really bad. And I hear shots over here. I hear shots directly up at census, so I wasn't wrong. Yep, I hear return fire at census. There's a PMC inside relax room. Don't mind me leaving. Ha! Nope. Getting out with my things. It is, I think that's the hardest part that my brain has to wrap my, like, I have to fully wrap my brain has to wrap my brain around. I have to fully wrap my brain around is the reality is when we hear gunshots on PVE, we're like, all right, get them. And we all in this situation, especially early wipe, running around in the scav with a shotgun, you're probably not going to win that, depending on what you're running into. I did see some tracers firing off in front of me, so like there's an opportunity, but with my luck, those tracers would have been coming out of like, I don't know, an SR-25. Full kit. So yeah. All right. Good scav. Good scav. Car battery, absolutely monstrous. We did get the duct tape that we needed. We're just nondescript keeping literally all of this. Came out with the toothpaste. Want that MAC. That was a a 133. Didn't have the grip. Did in fact have the GKO2 on it, and I didn't want to make a deal about that at the beginning of the scav because every time I do that when we do this, I lose the scav that had the GKO2 to start. But my first scav of the entire campaign having a GKO2 on is extremely awesome. So there's that. Not unhappy with that at all for a first scav of the run. Now we got to figure out if I want to just throw it back at interchange and try to get inside and get some of the stuff done, or if we want to try to test our luck on ground zero. I feel the exact same about both. I feel less confident in my ability to maneuver on ground zero than I do interchange, but interchange is going to be loaded right now. Unless we just want to try customs. Survive and extract at customs. That's all we have to do. I think just surviving the extract at customs and then seeing if we can get the other building materials might be huge. I don't think. Yeah, let's just survive one at customs. So we can progress the quest. That's gonna kind of be a and again, this is gonna get me killed, and I'm waiting for. Again, we made our name in game, not my streamer tag specifically, so we didn't have people rushing over here and being mad if I won, because I mainly play PVE and that's what our content is around, is like the chill PVE moniker. I don't want to be in here like, oh bro, you're bad. Like, that's not my type of gameplay. But the fact that we are used to going in certain areas and maneuvering the maps a certain way because of PVE, I'm going to catch myself in a spot that I know is, we're like on woods, I'm so dead because of positioning, because I've almost forgotten where some of those this is the safe route vibes are. Customs might be one of those, but I have a pretty good route back in between dorms and some of the other locations where it's harder to get a beat on somebody running through some of that area. So a lot of this is just going to be trial and error, getting some of the cobwebs knocked out with some of the movement. But there's a reason why every big time streamer is excruciatingly good at that magic M word. Their movement is insane. They know where they should be. They know where everybody else is going to be when they're in the raid. And that's going to take some relearning, and we're going to take a lot of pills on the way. I'm sure I die at least first 30 raids at least 10 times. Because I'm in a bad spot, and I know I'm in a bad spot. Oh, by the way, it's raining in Tarkov.
Nuh-uh.
Not a terrible spawn. Okay, well, if I'm going to open the stash, you should at least let me open it all the way, game. Thank you. Insta-drop the soap in there. To drop the band-aid in there. Giving tree gave nothing. Okay. What's lit? Trailer park. Okay, we gotta get to the other side. Yeah, I know there's people over there already. Just gonna wait and see if we see some movement at Fortress. We heard the shots over this direction. It would be dumb not to rush Drug House early. Those actually sound like they're more towards Big Red. Inside Big Red, or inside Crack House? GG. Was it in a window? Okay. You're already... He's already prestige too.
There's no copies over from the main character.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Head, top of head.
He must have been in the window. He must have actually like seen me.
Yeah, right peek from a second floor window.
Yeah. Possibly. I don't know. Okay, GG. Still got your buddy. All right. Oh, BTGS. Man. All right. So no. Do the healing in the hideout. So we have 3 raids. Honestly, that spot was awful. And there was no way for us just to run past that because of where those guys were. So we had to take that fight at least one way or another, which is fine. Gonna heal all. Heal all, make sure that we're good. Okay, and what was that MPX add? Was it decent durability? I feel like there's no reason not to take the MPX. Go with the TC. Rock the Cold Fear. Go with the Comtax. And rock another Commando. No need for the backpack just yet. We did get out of there with the soap. Was the soap all we were waiting for the...
Soap's lavatory.
Yeah, I think it was just... I don't know if it was... I think it was soap and toothpaste. Nope, but we did get the
Soap,
stuff we needed for
TP,
illumination.
It's soap, TP, all toothpaste for lav.
Rest space. Huge. Oh, I miss not having FIR stuff for hideouts so much. Like not having the flea market's a great trade-off for that too. So that makes me really happy. All right, rest space up. Vents, illumination, good. Lav is gonna need the all and the TP. So let's just rekit and send it right back to customs because we need to get at least the extract in customs. Gonna keep that stuff where it's at. Just gonna punch tourniquet. Pack that there. Tourniquet cheese. Chances of us finding a bottle of water in there pretty high. 4 and 5. Let's go with the MPX. We should have some of the MPX. Double NATO there. Take 250 racks for that. And why are those lit up? Confused why the bandages are lit up. Because I don't have a quest for them. Exit
Med
the
station 1.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Survive the location streets. That shouldn't be too big a problem. All right, run it back. Customs. If we're just looking to get the exfil, we can actually just, again, we can start getting more tactical and start trying to plot a little bit on what's going on after we get the maps opened up. But getting tour done first is going to be the most important, just so we can go literally anywhere and start working on literally anything. Real good peek by that guy. I didn't think I was that far past. I thought if I held the door, I'd have him coming out to pick up his buddy. And that didn't work out like that.
Head top of head from that angle.
I was crouched and leaning, so he could have literally just been in that the building with the window right next to the right side of my head, and just leaned and saw me like right there. I didn't see him, but that doesn't mean he wasn't there. Clearly, I died.
Well, left versus right as well.
I don't know if the best option for that would have been to just try to cross back up over to the car repair. Like, I'm trying to redraw some of the maps for PVE in my brain, because that specific location is always going to have people in it because they're going to look for those early intels. So I'm curious if trying to go over towards car repair wasn't actually the answer. Cut in between those two buildings and try to get up there and wait it out. Okay, where's our spawn this time? Big red spawn. So we're going to be trying to get to either old gas.
Yeah, your extracts with big red spawn are kind of sus.
Gonna have to make a call, brother. I just spawned. Where the hell did he run from?
You probably had the spawn at the train tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Down at the far side.
I can't even outrun this because...
Could try and airburst them. You have an M67. That's a long fuse.
See if I hear his feet again. Did not expect to instantly hear feet. Don't do it. Where are you? Not waiting for that. Scav turns on my right. A lot of them. Shots at dorms. Another high traffic area. Really don't know if I want to throw that, poke that bear.
I'll leave you to it. I'll have your stream up. I'm gonna hop down and chat with Panda.
Gotcha. Okay, lots of scavs up on this side. Listen for feet is king of the mountain. Quest item there. Firing going on in one of the Other locations out front. Meds were exactly what we needed. Okay. Scav is locked on me. That is clearly not just a loot zone anymore. Did not realize there was an emplacement gun back here. We searching everything. Money. They want to keep the 202. Get Oppo side. Make sure that we're rolling into the center section where we can actually get our extract up on the right with full ammunition, just in case we run into it. Duffel bag. That was the sniper scav. But if that sniper scav's still up, and we've got 11. It's such a bait to hang somebody outside of that with the sniper scav right over there. Nudes. Large noodles. Anything else in here? Door to glass is shut. No cash. What? Durability on those things. Snipers got up there hemming somebody up. Large flash drive. We already know how many of those we need. Make a call, make a call, make a call. I am shocked that man didn't die. Well, no, I'm not. I shot him all midsection and didn't even aim up towards head. I was aiming center mass for that. Bled him out pretty good. Okay. Got the scab down. Lots of items. And we got the extract and customs. And I think we have all the building materials. However, we do want to do the touch the hideout first. None of it. Okay. Transfer. I'll do an active task. All right. Sorry. Gear. Move those back down. Repair that AK-105. Because early stats, same thing with the shotgun. And probably the MPS. Ah, no, that's still in pretty good shape. We're still all right there. Up.
Each time I disassemble, I find more things to disassemble.
That's good.
This is the cleanest this thing's ever been.
All right. In terms of what we have for the building stuff, is it going to tell us that we have all of them? We have one more visit to customs that we need, but I think if I'm not off my rocker, we should have the building materials. Okay, no, that's visit skier for the building materials, I'm pretty sure.
Чё на проходе встал? Заходи давай.
All right, stuff that we're not going to need right this second. Tube, pliers, we're going to need the Poxaram, the Therm. We're going to need the screws. I know we're going to need the screws. We're also going to need the end parts. Pliers.
Херня это все, конечно. Но нам и такое сейчас подойдет. Прямая дорога заминирована, но мои пацаны тебе все передадут. Мы сами этими переходами пользуемся, так что там все ровно. Да.
That's gonna unlock mechanic.
Если тебе нужно реально качественное оружие, то лучше механика ты в Таркове никого не найдешь. Он по-любому сам уже мог бы свалить отсюда, но остается. Ты просто не вдупляешь. Механик хоть и шарит за кучу всего, но по-настоящему его прет только оружие. Так что вся эта возня ему только в кайф. Вряд ли. Он же ботан чистый. Про оружие ты сам его и спроси. Я хер знает. Я его предупрежу, что ты зайдешь. Обращайся. Ты вроде пацан ровный. Так что еще, может быть, сработаемся. До скорого.
Perfect. That means mechanics open now. So we're getting all these guys open, then we can get the rest of the initial quests that they all have. And again, we still have a lot of quests on interchange, which is wonderful for me. And yeah, this is gonna work out. We just get everything wide open first off, get tour finished.
По делу или просто так? Если брать Тарков, то скорее всего так оно и есть. Хочешь купить хороший обвес? А зачем тебе порт? Я слышал, что он закрыт. Доверяй, но проверяй. Хороший подход. Хоть и заставляет иногда выполнять лишнюю работу. Что тебе нужно от меня? С этим я помогу. Есть тропа, о которой знает только один мой знакомый
You'll
грибник.
reach woods without trouble.
По ней ты выберешься к лесу и
That's
не
gonna unlock
встретишь проблем.
woods.
С этим тебе поможет прапор. У него есть каналы снабжения из-за кордона, так что в наличии всегда есть оружие и снаряжение российского образца. По большей части примитивное, но надежное. Цену свою точно отрабатывает. Конечно. Но перед тем, как ты пойдешь дальше, у меня есть одна просьба. Здесь сложно жить иначе. Думаю, ты привыкнешь. Мне нужно проверить кое-что на заводе.
Something checked at factory.
Нет. В последнее время в цехах стало больше диких. Как будто кто-то собирается подмять эту территорию под себя.
Yeah, it's tequila.
Я хочу выяснить, кто стоит за ними. Есть вариант попроще. Принеси мне несколько их стволов. По ним все станет понятно. Мне все равно, что с ними будет. Но без боя они тебе ничего не отдадут. Тогда до встречи.
Okay, opened up 2 more on that one. So what did that give us for the quest for mechanic? There's saving the mole, more ground zero. The MP133 and passion for ergonomics. Customized tool set at the garage complex and customs. Okay. Hand over the found items and then introduction. All right, and that's going to get us Jaeger. So now we've got woods. We've got quests pretty much everywhere. I kind of like how they've sprinkled this stuff out, though, if I'm being like completely honest. Like, they widened it out so we're not bottlenecked in. I am, however, curious. So can't access Prapor yet. So let's asks, survive an extract from factory or visit factory 3 times. So this is just get into factory. He wants 2 of the weapons from factory. If I caught that part accurately. So it's just survive an extract from factory. So most of these are just survive an extract because it's let us move on to the next thing after we get the survive an extract part done. So that's good. Factory is going to be a little wild if I'm being honest. Let's jump in on the scav again, jump into streets. Now, again, most of the time, we never run our scavs on the PVE side for obvious reasons, right? And with insurance, the stuff's always going to come back. There's a good, well-rounded reason why there's just no point. Like, honest to Christ, there's no point to do so. So a lot of what we are going to try to accomplish with the scav is just to find as much of the hideout item stuff as we possibly can. And if we run across gear, big bonus, because we are going to need to start working towards. There are layers to this stuff. Let's hit the reset button. There's layers to this as we jump into it too, right? So we're going to be looking for the hideout upgrade items. We are going to be looking for money specifically, and also we're going to be looking for money so we can get our first junk case, because as we're filling this thing out, if we don't keep track of exactly how much space we have, I'm going to give myself a headache and a problem. So the most important part is knowing what we're trying to get, knowing why we're taking it out, and then knowing what the implications are after we have it. So it opens up the next step. In this case, if we for some reason find a bunch of extra gear, it just fuels the other stuff that we're about to have to do. We are going to have to try to get a survive at factory. Factory is one of everybody's favorite places to PvP. Tagilla also roams around factory, so early stages for this, he's excruciatingly deadly. I'm pretty sure he's just, depending on the ammo he comes in with, he's a one-shot. On top of that, like, close quarters, scav fire everywhere. The footsteps are really hard to discern in factory and PvP, whether that is a scav or if it is a player. So a lot of it is just, we're finding all the things, and early on like this, because we need pretty much everything, it doesn't really, like, we just need the things. Big S, nondescript, all of them. Okay, girl. Probably gonna grab a protein bar after. Can I grab one here? No, on the backside. Having streets to scav early like this is insanity, though. Like, the fact that we got out with the car battery early is so huge. Also, Jesus, I haven't said this the entire time we've been on. We've been on for almost 3 hours. So if you guys have not seen my face before, what's going on, guys? I'm DJ Soundstorm. I used to be a Chicago producer and house DJ. We still make music, and if you're interested in EDM, that is over on SoundCloud. You can find a lot of my stuff on Apple Music and on what's served Spotify as well. We've been playing Tarkov since before. Honestly, if I give you guys like an actual bearing date, I don't even think I know when anymore. It was before Lighthouse expansion, before Lighthouse happened, right around when the UMP came out. That's probably the best way for me to try to gauge or give you guys an idea of when that is. And since PVE came out, we've been pretty much just playing the entirely chill variant of it, not for any other reason except for it's just easier for a lot of my friends, specifically the guys that I've played games with, done stuff with. It's obviously for those of you guys that have played both, you know, it's a much different atmosphere, right? It's more conducive for learning, for people to understand some of the basics for the game. It's far easier than the PvP side. Everyone knows that. But that's kind of what we've been chilling, and we've been kind of doing the one raid by one raid thing so we can show everybody where stuff is, how to get things done, quest completes, all that good stuff. Like, that's all stuff that we've been working on in Tarkov for the longest time, but I really like the seasons idea, so we wanted to come back. It has been a very long time since I PvP'd, and yeah, so far it feels really enjoyable. But we are partners over on YouTube, so if you guys are interested, be sure, if you're enjoying the content, to hit like, subscribe, comment, let us know how Cord Breach is going for you, or which modes that you prefer playing. We know there's a really nice mix and match of the people that follow our channel already, of folks that enjoy the PvE aspect, and then also the people that think that the game shouldn't have a PvE aspect. So be sure to jump in the comments, hit that subscribe button. All that stuff helps us. Obviously, you guys know that. Just tells the algorithm to send more folks just like you to channels just like mine, and we would appreciate it. We also release our Tarkov videos on YouTube on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon. See, those scavs eyeballed me pretty hard. If you are interested in that type of content, currently we are trying to get our Kappa on the PvE side of things. That's a smoke grenade. Curious. And like I said, those videos come out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Unless we have a bunch of content, then we'll do like an everyday release kind of thing if we have the opportunity. Oh, I really... Do I need the sugar early on? It's cracking off down there. Either that or Kabanza. Come on, could be up. But if you're interested in that kind of stuff, that's what we do here. Be sure to pound that alert bell so you guys know when we have content available if you're interested in catching up on that. We also stream different types of content and create different types of content. I'm a huge fan of classic RPGs, and we have two of the coolest dogs that anyone could have ever rescued. And we have little dog shorts of those guys and just them doing pup stuff that goes up on Sunday at noon. Everything releases at noon. But if you guys would not mind hitting that alert bell to know when we release content, that would be fantastic. And memberships are available. So if you get into any of the series that we have on the other side on YouTube for our releases and you don't want to wait for the release schedule, every single membership that we have at the highest and lowest level all will unlock being able to watch those as membership videos. We make all of them live for our members after we get them uploaded, tagged, and bagged. So there's a lot of content on there if people want to watch it, and we appreciate the support. Over on the Team Purple Twitch side, you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to hit the follow button. We do try to get on and stream at least one day a week. Annex. Hilarious. Like I wasn't just looking for that for 4 days straight. Hawk 64, huh? I think we get rid of the iced here. Concordia 64 is pretty cool. I wonder how many people that are like brand new to the game have already made the mistake of shooting the BTR because they didn't know what it was. I'm not seeing where those shots came from, so I'm not going to stand here and poke my head out the window for that for too long. This brings back some like serious memories, because again, when you're on the PVE side, right, you're just running around roughshod everywhere looking for everything because you know exactly where you have to go, kind of stuff. But when you're on the scav on the PvP side and you know that everything that you're getting, especially at the start of a wipe, is super worth, you don't take some of these old routes as much anymore. So it kind of feels nice to be coming back in and ball bat. No, it's just kind of feels nice to run back through and then feel some of these old routes that we used to run. Just hoping that we'd get lucky and get some of that loot. Yeah, these fights look like they're happening around Mall. What's our get out of here's, by the way? Sewer manhole, arch. Oh, Cardinal. Okay, so we find anything over here, we just run back over to Cardinal. Wrong thing. But this is legitimately something that I feel like I missed quite a bit, was the feeling of like a restart. Because obviously it is not difficult to get, not as difficult, I believe, as it used to be to get Kappa or to move anything. And on the PvE side, there's just, it should be pretty simple, but I just personally, for me, for those of you guys that don't know, like, I don't get to play the game as much as I would like to. I'm currently going back to school, or going to school for my degree. And, I work in finance myself, so I haven't gotten to like sit down and actually grind out Tarkov for a really long time. That's one of the biggest driving factors on why we were so focused on the PvE. So, oh, Nikita, we forgot to put the bet on. That's why we haven't actually gotten to get after it. That's why we've been playing the PvP. Oh, best item in the game, brother. We ain't shooting this thing. That's why we haven't gotten to like get after it and grind any of the stuff that's there, is just because honestly I haven't had the time to. So that's why PvE has been more conducive for the time that I have available. So I can at least enjoy the game, because I love this game. Oh, and we just can't say no to those. No sooner than nails. The mayo's probably sooner. Sugar's actually not as worth. Not right now. Because I selected, we don't and won't have a flea market. So, yeah, the sugar's not as worth. I gotta mentally wrap my head around that too, because a lot of the stuff that we would normally keep, like out of instinct just to grab, we're not gonna do that because we're not keeping it for any reason other than we would normally be keeping it because it becomes extremely good money as soon as the auction house opens up, or the flea market opens up, but we're not gonna have that this time. Which I'm fine with. Makes everything feel so much more earned in this game. Oh, that's yes. And the answer for that one is to use the Rat Cola. Screw nuts are a thing. And they're a thing that we need. So far, and I know that it's early, and again, this is just like a first impressions coming back to the PvP side for the first time in many, many years. It still feels like if you're not just running around just reckless abandon all over the place, game still feels pretty good. Game still feels pretty balanced. I think when a lot of people... Was that a shrub? See, I don't know. We should be keeping all those, if I'm being honest. Although it might be a little early for keeping that kind of stuff, but we know that we're going to need that Tashanka. Choose the hot rod. I already know we're going to need that. But so far, feels good for the firefights that we've had, outside of that gentleman having a very nasty lean peek out of the drug home. We're not doing too bad. Gas don't feel low effort right now. They still feel really, 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 really worth doing. There is always going to be the argument that, like, and eventually, depending on who of the old guard of guys that are supporters of my channel end up back, when they find out that we're PvPing, I'm going to get the riot act that, like, it's not worth it to run a scav, just run it on your PMC. And I understand where they're coming from. I'm not saying that that's the incorrect way to look at it. I'm just... Scav is free. And I haven't played PvP for a while, so this is definitely like the... I don't want to say it's like a bounce back, but it is kind of a buffer for the amount of money that I'm not going to have. Don't be what I think. Oh, okay. PSU first. The syringe is kind of huge. I think the nails go for the syringe. For now, anyway. Having to make some decisions. BTR still out there. I guess Cardinal? We got a couple of dead bodies. There's a runner running middle. Hostile scav. A big bag and was like, huh? Then I saw the spinning and I was like, Got her huge. Okay, this has been pulled. Their hot rod. It does feel to me like he has boosted the amount of things that are just everywhere. Like, and I mean that. Okay, so this has been pulled through. I know that there is a chance that a lot of the stuff that we're seeing and I'm noticing is stuff that people have maybe dropped, but I don't see a world where they're just going to part with a Red Bull early. Oh, man, me making decisions and stuff. Ugh. The shroud's not important. I don't remember how early I need that Cervelle. Or the Devil Dog Mayo. Oh. Because we know that we're going to need the Iskras. And we already have the soap. Oh my god. Here's my second thing of matches. Hideout first. Mental realization that this is not your only raid. This has been picked apart. Yeah. Definitely a know when to bail moment, especially with those shots firing off like that. Because the direction they were coming from, didn't like that. What are you? No. Pack X? No use for that right now. All right, another successful streets run on the scav. Didn't necessarily find all the things that we needed, but still successful. All right, so for the tour section, we still have to go to factory and get an extract over there. Factory is going to be crawling with people that may already be working on some Jaeger quests, I assume. Or at least there's a really high probability that they're going to be working on some Jaeger quests still. Or soon. Or right now. Which means lots of people running around with, like, Mosins and probably pistols to try to get stirrup done. Because it is super important. I'm just thinking, like, first 2 weeks quest stuff. And then every time I do that, it ends up that I think that by day 2 or 3 or whenever I actually get in, or week 1, I'm like, oh yeah, they'll still be working on these. No, they're working on level 35 quests and stuff already. Because people be after it. Game. There it is. Let's keep everything, because you never know if it's going to get tight or not. Always got to be prepared for when stuff starts to get a little more difficult, because that's definitely a thing. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's the next thing that we need to get done. Got some nades for coverage there. Re-up on those. Just roll with the MPX. Are we still in repair mode? No. Barely firing that. So the next one is just to survive factory. So let's run into factory and see what happens. Oh, that scav has... Oh, there's one of the Ushunkas that I need. Nice. Factory. Not at night. You got a flashlight? Nah, just send it. Simpson, we are just looking for get into factory and get enough experience that we can just get out of there. Then again, like I said, it's been a long time since I PvP'd, so like maybe factory itself isn't actually the big old beast that it used to be, and Nah, y'all know better. In fact, there are probably streamers that haven't left factory since they opened it up and just farming PMCs as the game floods. Hey, babies. Did you give them their food? Oh, mommy says you still gotta wait.
I'll give them their food.
Okay.
If not their pills and stuff, that's not totally.
I gotcha. I feel like we kind of hit that middle section depending on when we're actually getting to the gym, though, too. He is staring at you.
Yeah, baby.
She can smell the chicken
Her
through there.
sniffer's so good.
She scarfed that stuff. All right, let's do it. Factory, first time for the cord breach.
Those aren't blueberries, they're cranberries.
Oh, okay.
One in a quarter. One in
Фары врубай, вапер!
He's right there.
Oh, you hiding on mommy? Luna. Don't want any? The girl. The girl.
Hey. Both weapons.
Yeah.
All right, looting. Yay, apple juice. All right. Sorry, I thought I heard breathing. Good shooting, Tex. Didn't even have a helmet on. Beast. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Huh? Oh, I know. Oh. There we go. Congrats, monkeys. What did he crack me with that time? I was shooting little bullets. Perfect. Okay. Visit mechanic and give him the weapons?
Здравствуй, наемник.
Or no?
Тогда до встречи.
Also no? Okay. AVS is ridiculously good for storage. Don't want to let that go. All right, so we know we've got to run factory again. What we can do, though, is go get Jaeger unlocked. With a decent sight. Right? Yeah. Because we're going to want to see everything on Woods. Oh, wait. We can't do Woods yet. What the heck? I'm so confused. So we have the quest for it, but we can't move on to Woods yet? Word. Well, I don't need the site for that. I guess we can run factory again. Give me just a sec, guys. Gonna use the bathroom real quick.
What's that? What's that, dragons?
Men Bands. Tour.
What's up? Oh, yeah, but we still have the quest for it. I was more or less confused because we actually have the quest for it, but we can't do anything about it, if you get what I'm saying, Bags. Why not? Why not us? Let's just run that. Did we get ammo for that? Oh my god, we did get ammo for that. All right, we blasting. Let's get our extract on factory. Focus this one. I don't mind if we lose a little bit of gear doing this. I could just be better. My confusion was that we have the quest to go out and get Jaeger, but we're not allowed to go to Woods. I would have figured they would have like blocked that part off, if you get what I'm saying. Let's get our extract on factory. Here's a weapon I'm really comfortable with. It also does work on boat. I am curious, however, if Gate Zero is our go. I feel like a lot of people are going to be sitting over there trying to camp that. Playing the under was smart. So we have to get the extract from factory, then we can go talk to mechanic and give him the weapons that we have from the scavs. That checks out. All right, let's MP7 our way to glory. I heard the guy behind me, but I thought it was downstairs. All right, we're taking one with us every raid. That's the important thing. GG. I felt like I should have tossed a grenade out down that direction. Good shooting, guys. Like, cleared behind me before I walked out into there, but again, like, old habits die hard. You cannot just lock on to the one thing that you're sure of in the PvP sense. You have to keep in mind where all of the dangers are. And I did not do a good job of that time. Okay, we are pushing into the point in time where I need to actually get some... Apologize for the shorter stream on this one, guys. We are going to be jumping back into more PvP for the streams moving forward. Kind of try to alternate between PvE and PvP, but I have to get the grill started and get some food for us for the rest of the week. So I'm going to dip out from here. Be sure to go find another Tarkov content creator who is killing it right now and not getting the rust knocked off. I feel like this wasn't too bad. Like, we spent a little bit of time getting some of the perks and stuff picked up that we wanted to, and I'm really enjoying the other people being on the map and kind of, I don't know, getting shot and losing stuff kind of feels good, because for a while there in PvE, like, if you get on a tear, it doesn't really happen as much as you'd like it to, or as much as you're used to, so it feels like you're kind of getting spoiled. And maybe at the end of the day we are. But we plan on coming back in and pushing a little bit more of this content here very soon, especially on the PvP side. We have a lot to do still on the PvE side, so a lot of those videos are still going to be getting pumped out. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. So if you haven't hit the like, comment, haven't hit the like button, haven't subscribed, or haven't left a comment to let us know how your Cord Breach is going, and if you're really digging the Tarkov changes or the changes that they made to Tarkov for Cord Breach, be sure to leave those comments in the comment section. And if you're over on the Twitch side and more on the fence about following, please do us a favor and hit that follow button. We appreciate it. We will see you guys in the